Hello, Paul is the best for UK here and welcome to a new month. It's March the 1st, 2019 and it's time for Amiga Game Day. Now the system I'm going to be using is my Amiga 1200. It has an ACA 1221 accelerator and WHD load and plenty of games, so I'm going to be doing Game Day. So let's start off and we're going to look at Lotus 3, the Ultimate Challenge on the Amiga. Now this also works of course on the LCS based Amigas such as the 500 Plus and the 500, 600 etc, but I'm playing it on 1200. So let's start the game. So as you can hear, the music's absolutely fantastic on this one. And yep, so we get a nice menu here. You get to choose automatic or manual gears. You can one thing I do like about these Lotus games is you can choose whether you want up to go forward or fire button to go forward. Now I much prefer fire button to go forward. So this is the third game in the series. There was also Lotus 2 and Lotus 1 of course, but this one is the first one to have the Constructor Rex system. And this allows you to sort of like you can like sort of design your own tracks to an extent. You can't design a layout, but you can design like how many hills, curves, and as you can see, sharpness, steepness, scenery, scatter, and you can also choose a scenario at the bottom. Well, I'm not going to be playing with that on this video. You need a more in-depth video for that, but I'm going to just start the game. You can have 1 or 2 players split screen as well. And there's all these different course selections. You can have time or cup, and yeah, so let's start the game. It will load up nicely, and then you get to choose your car. Now you can be this M200, this Sprit Turbo Special Edition or Second Edition, and this Elan SE as well. I'm going to be this Elan right here. Now originally this game come on floppy disk, 2 floppy disks if I remember correctly, but I'm actually running this from my hard drive. So yeah, so this radio station lets you choose the various tracks and they're all brilliant in full stereo. So you do get a varied choice of music. This game also come out on the Atari ST and the PC MS-DOS, but the Amiga's definitely, in my opinion, got the best music because it takes advantage of the Amiga's sound capabilities. Sorry, getting my words tongue-tied there. So let's start the game. So it allowed in the first course. Obviously if you've designed your own course then it will appear in your scenario. If you can hear my micro switch joystick in the background, I apologise for that. I'm using a micro switch joystick for this one. So as you can see, this is Lotus. I'm in like a windy level on this one. And yeah, the graphics are good. It's very similar. It looks almost identical to Lotus 2 with the graphics, but the Lotus 2 doesn't have the music and stuff. And the Constructor Rex system, of course. But yeah, so basically you're in a race. As you can see, the wind is actually automatically pulling me to the right. So it does actually blow you across, the wind does. And yeah, very good game here. Highly detailed graphics, really makes use of the Amiga. Like I said, it also appeared on the PC. I think it also appeared on the Sega Mega Drive as well. I forgot to mention that one. But yeah, so we keep going. So this is like there's a lot of hills and bends and stuff on the game, and it's got a good draw distance and stuff. Obviously it's not polygons, it's 2D, but yeah, it looks really good. Very arcadey feel. Graphics are nice. Music's great, as you can hear. Full stereo from the Amiga's sound capabilities. And yeah. So we keep going. There's no car engine noise at the same time as the music, but you can have, if you don't choose a station on the car radio earlier and you choose just 00, it lets you have the engine sounds instead. probably down to the Amiga hasn't got that many sound channels, so they probably wanted to keep all the music intact without losing any sound channels to provide the audio for the car. So we keep going. The checkpoint. So this is the final lap. You can see on the top right which position I am, and underneath that is your progress of your current lap in them marked as them 3 red bars. And we keep going. We're going to try and get to the end of this level so we can have a look at one of the other levels. Quite a long way until we get to our destination, but we'll get there eventually in a minute. The other cars on the track. Oh, I'm now on fuel. So yeah, you've got to pitch in to get some fuel. I didn't realise you had fuel on this actually. I forgot about that feature. We're nearly there anyway. Hopefully I'll do it before the fuel runs out. Nearly at the end. And so is my fuel. I think the fuel's represented in the top right. Have we made it? There's a checkpoint. Ooh, level completed. So I've done that. I'll come first place, and yeah. So now we have our race results. You can actually alter your name. It just says player 1 at the moment, but you can actually type in your own name. I forgot to do that, the options. But let's have a look at this next stage right here. We'll have a different music and we'll have a look what we got now. I think I've actually tried to YouTube review this before. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I seem to recall having doing it. But yeah, so these Game of Day videos are just going to be random games. So I might have covered them in the past, but yeah. Anyway, so this is the next level, like a sort of like night scene right here. So you start off in the tunnel, and yeah, as you can see, every other car is the same car as you. So you're all racing Lotuses. Well, the game is called Lotus. And yeah, so this track looks a lot different. The wind isn't blowing you across on this one, but you can see the horizon there. Nice scenery of the city skyline and stuff. And yeah, so unfortunately when you brake, there's no brake lights on the back of your car, which would have been a nice touch. But yeah, it's a good game. I'm going to give this one 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.